What's up guys, my name is Dean, aka the Blue Crusader, and welcome back to the channel. There's many different types of creatures and monsters in Minecraft, some passive and some aggressive, some cute and some purely terrifying. From skeletons and creepers to ghast and zombie pigmen, the amount of variation is pretty impressive. But some of us want more familiars and friends or foes to be added to the game. This is why mods that bring a collection of brand new mobs and creatures such as animals or enemies to the game add so much more content and joy to the experience. In this video, I'll be talking about the top 10 Minecraft mobs and creature mods. These mods bring brand new animals, enemies, bosses or characters to the game to make it more interesting. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Number 10, Waddles. This nice little mod adds brand new penguins into the game. Right now in vanilla Minecraft we have polar bears and snow golems, but what if you wanted to spice up those snowy and ice biomes with a bit more life? That's why the Waddles mod is a perfect addition to Minecraft for any bird lover or fan of cute penguins. It's about time Minecraft added penguins at this point, which is why you should use this mod. The mod supports the pre-existing Minecraft biomes such as ice plains, cold beach, frozen ocean, frozen river and many more of the standard snow and ice biomes, as well as any other modded snowy biome without a forest. The two primary biomes they spawn in by default are the snowy tundra and ice spiked biomes. The penguins waddle around and have custom new models, realistic new sounds and more. It's basically like having vanilla penguins because they fit into the game so well. Number 9, Mystical World. Designed as not only a custom creature mod but more of a general enhancement project for the game, the Mystical World mod is a pretty strong contender in terms of adding new creatures and life to your game too. It adds a collection of brand new creatures which are the fox that spawns in forests, plains and wintry areas, beetles that you can find in swamps, jungles and forests that drop slime, frogs that appear in swamps and jungles and also drop slime, and also deer which spawn everywhere and can be used for food or crafting leather items. There's silkworms, lava cats found in the nether, ender minis which are new neutral end dimension inhabitants, owls that fly around in forests, and also sprouts which are plant-like creatures coming in many different colours. Number 8, Zoo and Wild Animals Rebuilt. I haven't used this mod for a long time, but it has to be now one of my favourite mod and creature adding mods. It's based upon the original ZAWA mod, but it adds updated AI behaviour, animals, models and a lot more to build upon the old version to make it better and more up to date. The mod has the plan in mind to add over 100 species of animals to the game and aims to add as many species and variety of wildlife from the real planet Earth as it can. It just doesn't add creatures though, it also adds blocks, items, plant life and weapons to the wilderness to help you survive, capture animals and build your own awesome zoo system. Some of the mobs this mod adds are turtles, alligators and crocodiles, dolphins and killer whales, tigers and cheetahs, elephants, giraffes, rhinos, zebras, gorillas and monkeys, parrots and other tropical birds, and a whole lot more I didn't mention. It's a pretty extensive mod, and if you generally want to improve the diversity and amount of wildlife in Minecraft, then check this mod out, especially if you want to build a really big awesome zoo, very similar to games such as Planet Zoo or Zoo Tycoon. If that's what you're interested in, this mod has it all. Number 7, Jurassic Raft. Inspired by Jurassic Park as well as Jurassic World, the Jurassicraft mod is a mod to add prehistoric creatures and dinosaurs to the game. This mod is super unique and had to take a place on this list for how interesting it is and how fresh it makes your game in terms of originality. Using this mod you can splice and extract DNA from old fossils and amber and process it to create dinosaurs by placing the newly obtained DNA into eggs to hatch them. There are currently around 10 different dinosaur variants, and there's also awesome prehistoric plants too. There are new decoration blocks added to the game to let you build and construct your very own Jurassic Park or Jurassic World or a similar themed dinosaur conservation park, or even a museum because it adds skeletons and fossils too. You can also drive around in style to get around your park in a vehicle or around your Minecraft world easier, with brand new vehicles such as jeeps and park buggies just like the movies. Number 6, Better Animals Plus. Better Animals Plus mainly serves as an expansion mod to the original style Better Animals mod that improves pre-existing vanilla Minecraft creatures, although it can also be used as a standalone mod by itself, which is what I'm doing here. It breathes new life into your game by bringing new creatures to the world with unique models and aesthetic, and in different groups such as passive, hostile, and also a new mini-boss. The mod adds deers that roam the forests, pheasants, squirrels, reindeer, lammergeier birds that fly above mountains, black bears, coyotes, goats, jellyfish, brown bears, feral wolves, tarantula spiders, boars, mooses, zotspire, which are aggressive giant bats, and a whole lot more I didn't have time to mention, such as the Hishgeist, which is a spectral moose mini-boss. The mod's creatures are all mostly unique and fresh, and are beautifully modelled and animated, and they seamlessly integrate into the Minecraft vanilla art style and feel. If you want high quality animals that are a lot better than most of the other mods, then Better Animals Plus definitely brings that to the game. Number 5, Primitive Mobs. This is a really nice mod for adding lore-friendly vanilla-style NPCs and characters into Minecraft without affecting the current theme and feeling. Basically, Primitive Mobs adds 25 brand new mobs to Minecraft that behave differently and serve different purposes, and there's a collection of both monsters and passive NPCs in there. There's a chameleon which can be bred and tamed, as well as used to create camouflage armor, the treasure slime that has a random item inside itself that will drop upon defeating it, haunted tools that wander about and attack you when provoked and that drop themselves, 3 brand new creatures including the rocket creeper, festive creeper and support creeper, the travelling merchant which is similar to the current vanilla version but slightly better, and many more new additions to spice up your Minecraft world. One of my favourite hostile mob spawns in this mod is the spider family, which is a spider mother with little spiderlings on its back in a jockey style that surround it and ride on it, making for a more tough creepy crawly encounter. There's so many more that I can't fully cover in this video, such as goblins, which are in a Terraria style fashion, and one of my other favourites, the Trollager, which is a hulking troll that turns to stone during daytime but can be found everywhere during the night, even underground, and will use one of 3 different attacks to defeat the player. Number 4, Mo Creatures. It would be a crime to not put Mo Creatures on a high place on this list because it's probably the most well-known Minecraft mod of all time. If you've played mod packs before Minecraft 1.12.2 or modded the game for a fairly long time, it's highly likely that you've at least heard of Mo Creatures by Dr. Zhark, even if you haven't played with it. This was one of the best Minecraft mods for adding new mobs to the game back in the day, each with their own awesome custom models and animations, a mod that was groundbreaking for its time when there really was a scarcity of this type of quality of mods back then, and it still holds up to this day as a great mod, regardless of it only supporting up to version 1.12.2 as of current. The mod adds over 60 brand new creatures and monsters to your world. Since it's a pretty old mod at this stage, a lot of the creatures in this mod have been added as real vanilla mobs in the official game now, such as the polar bears, horses and donkeys, and dolphins for example. There's a ton of exotic animals such as the African animals, alpine animals, arctic creatures and more for this mod, and it's great to create a zoo or make the world inhabited by new types and species for added realism. The great thing though is it comes with a companion mod, which is the mob spawner mod. This allows you to control the spawn probability and locations of all the custom creatures using a menu. Number 3, Lycanite mobs. One of the more popular mob and creature mods right now, Lycanite mobs, is a fairly extensive mod that was originally designed with heavy inspiration from the Doom game series, basically adding many of the demons from Doom to the game, although it has flourished into something a lot bigger as a project now. The mod adds a whole collection of cool and strange new mobs to the game that spawn in different biomes and terrain types, and there's even huge bosses in a World of Warcraft style that spawn in the overworld or that can be summoned. The mod also spawns new creatures in other dimensions such as the Nether. This mod is really nice, but it can be a little problematic and surprising as you'll encounter things such as fire elementals around lava or flames, tree brigands from tall grass and crops, theoretically small tree monsters as well as large tree monsters spawning around forests that blend in, and a whole bunch more that can make the game a little more challenging and sometimes annoying. It's a really nice mod though that adds extremely unique content and it's worth trying, but it's not so in tune with keeping the game in a vanilla style though, so be warned if that's what you're trying to actually retain. But if you want mayhem and a whole collection of weird and wonderful mobs, give Lycanite mobs a try. Number 2, Mowzie's mobs. The same quality over quantity almost certainly applies to Mowzie's mobs. Basically this mod doesn't add as many new mobs as a lot of the other mods on this list do, but it definitely makes up for the lack in numbers with its high quality. This mod adds a collection of fictional new creatures to the game that are really unique and come in many different themes and styles, with a clever AI behaviour. But the mod doesn't just add creatures, it also adds brand new bosses, and a lot of the creatures are kind of like mini bosses too in how they behave. Firstly, there's the Phaliath, which is a jungle man-eater plant that blends in but will also attack the player after it emerges from its very innocent looking plant form into a Mario style enemy. Secondly, there's the Ferrous Wrought-Naut, which is an armoured knight that spawns underground. Ancient guards who attack any who seek them out. They can be pretty hard to defeat, but they have specific weaknesses and drop high quality items such as their helmet and axe that they wield. The Barracoa are also tribesmen that spawn in the savanna biomes in groups and are commanded by a leader, with each member having a different weapon. These guys will drop random masks with different buffs when the player wears them after they're defeated. Another boss is Barracoa the Sun Chief, who the tribe members are named after, and he can use solar flares and powers of the sun to attack the player. When he is defeated, he drops a mask item called the Soul Visage that allows you to create Barracoa followers for yourself. This mod is super extensive and there's a lot of other awesome mobs in the mod that you will discover if you try it for yourself. Number 1. Ice and Fire Dragons in a Whole New Light. This is a mod that I tried out pretty recently and I really enjoyed it. It's a very unique one in comparison to a lot of mods on this list, and it just took the number 1 spot in this video for the unique features it adds and the fact that there's just not many mods out there that adds dragons or the other things that this mod has. You've probably already gathered it from the title, but the mod adds 2 types of dragons, fire breathing dragons and ice breathing ones. Fire dragons mainly inhabit most of the places in Minecraft, whilst you'll most likely only find ice dragons in the frozen biomes or the more distant places of the world. The coolest thing about this mod is the dragon roosts which spawn above ground, and also the caverns, which are basically caves underground or in mountains where dragons sleep in their lairs upon great treasures such as gold in a very hobbit-like fashion. You can also ride and tame dragons in this mod and put armour on them for defence and use them as a fully fledged mount to fly around on. Anyone who is a big fan of Skyrim will be at home in this mod as you seek and defeat dragons around the world. There's so much to do in this mod, and fans of both fantasy and dragons will find this mod fascinating and something new to do in Minecraft. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you disagree with the top mobs and creature mods in this video and you think I missed your favourite mobs mod, then definitely let me know what it is in the comments so I can feature it next time. If you want to see more top 10 and Minecraft videos like this every single day, subscribe to the channel by clicking the bell to turn on notifications as well for more so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.